There were several deaths in the house. They had lost 2 children at a very young age, one at 3, one at 5.
Terrifying secrets.
The attack in my room left me feeling vulnerable. It left me feeling frightened. I felt someone getting into the bed. I could not scream. I could not move. The fear is unlike any fear that I had ever had. It was absolutely terrifying.
Tracy!
In America, there is real evil. It lurks in the darkest shadows and in our most ordinary towns. Between the worlds we see
Someone's in my room.
and the things we fear, there are doors. When they are opened, nightmares become reality.
I am Tracy Berrios. My husband and I purchased an 1878 Victorian home. We had absolutely no idea what was going to take place in the house, none at all. No idea that my dream house was about to become a nightmare.
Oh my God, look at this place.
Tracy Berrios and her husband Dennis have always dreamed about living in an old Victorian home.
Oh my God, this is it. Come on.
Dennis and I had been discussing looking for another house. One day we were driving home from breakfast, and I said, hey, there's a for sale sign.
We were both born and raised in the city, and we had been around the area. And this was the first time that we had gone down the street and seen this house with the for sale sign.
Oh my gosh, Dennis. Can you believe this place? It's so big and so beautiful.
The second we walked in the doors, the first thing I noticed, everything from the woodwork to the hardware was just, it was so beautiful.
Oh God, it's perfect. It's like it's been waiting for us.
The previous owner had the house on the market for a year. I think she put it on the market very soon after her husband passed, and it basically just languished on the market. I don't think anybody wanted to take it on, really.
It's a really old house. The renovation is gonna take a lot of money.
It is a very old house, 140 years old this year, so it has its challenges. It wasn't previously well maintained.
I don't care. This is my dream house.
I just said, this is it. This is absolutely it. I was awestruck. I really was.
Okay, come on.
After their offer on the house is accepted, Tracy, Dennis, and their dog Smokey move in just in time to celebrate the holidays.
That first Christmas, I ran out and bought all kinds of decorations, and I wanted candles in every window, which was a daunting task because I didn't realize how many windows were in this house. I couldn't get over the enormity of the house. Everything was oversized.
But there is one particular room that makes Tracy uneasy. A spacious area on the 3rd floor she refers to as the ballroom.
The ballroom, during the daytime, it was okay. I would go up there. But at night, really, the entire 3rd floor kind of creeped me out.
Hey, nothing to be afraid of. Come on. Smokey, come.
Dennis wasn't home, and I was in the house by myself with Smokey. And he wouldn't go into the room with me, so I said, fine, stay out in the hall. Just stay in the hall. had the definite feeling that I was being watched, that I wasn't alone in that room. It felt like there was someone there. I was extremely creeped out, but I was telling myself, no, this is your house. You're not going to be afraid of any room in this house. You are going to stay here and do what you came up here to do, and then you're going to leave.
When night falls, Tracy avoids the ballroom unless absolutely necessary. Later, she and Dennis get to work decorating the front hall.
We had found this mirror, and we hung it on the wall in the downstairs hall.
Take your hands away. No, it's still crooked.
Dennis hung that mirror, and he hung it well.
Well, what do you know? I'm a genius. Oh, you hungry?
Starving.
Okay, me too. I got some roast beef left over from last night.
Do you have any of that dressing left over?
No, but I got Dijon mustard. That's really good.
That'll work too.
Oh, Dennis.
The mirror was on the floor with the mirror side facing up. How did that happen? It doesn't make any sense.
I didn't know what to think. I thought maybe the nail came loose and the mirror fell. I looked at the wall, and that was not the case. The string that was on the back of the mirror was still intact, and the nail was still on the wall. So it's like, I was at a loss as to how this could have happened.
I think there's something else going on here.
I thought, okay, something's going on here.
What are you saying, a ghost? Come on, Tracy. I mean, we're the only ones here.
If it had fallen, it wouldn't have landed over here. It's like it was thrown.
What? That's crazy.
The paranormal is not the first thing I look to when things like this happen. I try to rationalize them because that's the type of person I am. There's a reason for everything.
Well, then how did that...
I don't know. I'll fix it after I get something to eat.
I had a belief in the paranormal before all this happened. I absolutely believe that there is more than we can see.
Over the next few weeks, Tracy continues to sense something is not quite right about her new house.
I did not feel comfortable at all. It made me very afraid.
Smokey, sit. Stay.
I smelled this very feminine, flowery, lotiony smell. I thought, whoa, that's weird.
Tracy Barrios believes her dream house is haunted.
It was a feminine presence. It didn't feel threatening. The smell was very feminine, like perfume. It's just like, you know, I'm here, I'm on the stairs.
Come on. Come on, Smokey. Come on, Smokey.
Whoa.
Tracy's daughter, Jordan, is also a believer in the paranormal.
Mom? Hello?
When I came into this house, I absolutely 100% had a belief in the paranormal from past experiences.
Jordan, you're here. Oh, God. I've missed you. Let me take your coat.
This place is huge. It's kind of creepy.
You know, I've been feeling it too. I mean, something's off here.
The first time that I walked in the house, it was like a very heavy feeling. I just got like a really weird feeling about it.
Mom, come on. Give me the grand tour. I want to see everything.
Okay, come on.
Whoa. Look at this room.
The ballroom was completely different from the rest of the house. It definitely felt more heavy than on the first and second floor.
What's wrong?
I don't know. I get a weird feeling when I come in this room. It's like there's someone else here. I know, it sounds crazy.
Jordan is our only child, and we are close. I usually would tell Jordan about things that went on.
It's not crazy. This room, it feels old.
I definitely felt like somebody was up there or something was up there with us.
Jordan, what's the matter? Are you okay?
Yeah, I guess I just got cut up.
The ballroom, there was definitely something really creepy and eerie.
Can you show me the rest of the house?
Yeah, let's go.
Weeks after moving in, Tracy looks into the history of the house. She asks her neighbor if he knows anything about the home's previous owners.
I'm so glad that you're interested in all this history. This house has seen a lot over the years.
My neighbor had offered to ask his brother if he would do some research. It's a hobby of his. And he did, and I ended up with a binder full of information.
Now, this is what my brother has uncovered so far.
The original owners of the house were George M. Eddy and his wife, Sarah.
George Eddy owned a dry goods store downtown in the late 1880s. He was very successful here in New Bedford, and he also did a lot to help the city. They were one of the most prominent families in town. In fact, they were very social. There were a lot of parties here. But then the parties stopped, and the deaths began. One after another, the children fell ill.
We found out that there were several deaths in the house in the Eddy family. They had lost 2 children at a very young age, one at 3, one at 5, and they died in the house. Mrs. Eddy herself passed in the house. I believe it was her liver.
She was beautiful. You can see the sadness in her eyes.
I feel that houses definitely carry the energy of people that have lived there, and whatever energy they imprint on it is left there for whoever's coming in next.
I thought, oh boy, people died here. I'm wondering if they're still not hanging around here. Houses have memory, I believe. Absolutely that, and depending on how the person died, sometimes they just linger, they stay. I had absolutely no idea what I was in for.
But there is no turning back now. The Berrios are deeply invested in their house. One night, Dennis begins renovations in one of the bathrooms.
We had some water damage on the first floor from some rotted gutters.
Hey, babe, how's it going? Mwah.
You're in just in time to find out. Stand by that switch.
I got it.
Okay. Give it a shot.
Ta-da!
Come on. I swear I had this. Can you give me those pliers?
As part of doing that repair in this bathroom, I had Tracy give me a hand.
Ow!
Tracy? Tracy? Can you give me those pliers?
Sure.
Tracy? Tracy?
Ow! Ow! Ow!
What happened? Are you okay?
Something hit me in the back of the head.
Dennis and Tracy Berrios are renovating their over 100-year-old Victorian home when Tracy comes under attack.
Oh my God!
What the hell? What is it?
It's an old piece of wood.
I pulled out a piece of old wood, and it looked like the inside, the bones of a house. The bathroom was not gutted, so none of the bones were showing. There was nothing that could have come flying at the back of my head.
Oh, this is crazy.
I'm trying to think in my mind, where could this piece of wood have come from? Everything within the room is painted or papered, and there's no unfinished wood in that room.
Now do you believe me? There's something going on here.
I just got chills from the top of my head down my back, and I had never felt anything like that before.
Dennis gets ready for work between 4 and 5 a.m. I heard him get up. I heard him leave the room. I heard him get into the shower.
Dennis, you're gonna be late for work. Dennis. Dennis.
I couldn't move. I struggled and I tried and I could not move. And that's when I realized it wasn't Dennis. I could not scream. I was fighting as much as I could, and I was trying hard to move something, to get the words out. Your first instinct, of course, is to get away. And the fact that I could not move a muscle, it was terrifying.
Tracy!
Oh my God, Dennis, there was someone here in bed.
When he came into the room, I was able to move.
I thought it was you, but then he grabbed me and I couldn't move.
I was beside myself.
There's no one here. It's just us.
I am telling you that there was someone here.
You're okay.
At the time, what was going through my head was it was just a dream, that she wasn't fully awake when this happened.
Right? There's no one in the room but us.
It was so real.
It's all right.
It's so real.
No one in the room but us. It's just a bad dream.
In our 30 years of marriage, I had never seen her like that before.
But although Dennis tries to convince Tracy it was a nightmare, she can't shake the feeling that she was attacked by something evil.
The feeling of the hands lingered, and no, I didn't like that one bit. It made me not want to go to sleep. I had difficulty sleeping for a while after that, not knowing, when he would return, if it would happen again.
She begins to wonder if there is someone or something haunting the house other than the female presence.
The difference between what happened in my bedroom and all the other occurrences were, this was much more physical. It actually felt like a person was trying to attack me. It was a definite male presence. The attack in my room left me feeling vulnerable. It left me feeling frightened. It left me feeling angry because this should not be happening in my own home. I tried to keep to the back of my mind the thought that it could happen again. I really tried to push it away, but it was there.
In December of 2016, Jordan moves into the house with her parents.
So I was walking Smokey on Broad Street.
By the coffee shop.
Yeah.
When I moved into the house, I thought it would probably be better for my mother because she could go to me and tell me things more easily than like when I wasn't living there.
Smokey saw him and just wanted to go say hi, and the old guy just jumps like 3 feet into the air onto the street.
Babe, you okay? You barely touched your food.
I can't stop thinking about this house. Dennis, I am really scared.
Mom, what's going on? You can tell me.
After your father got up to go to work, I felt someone, a man, climb into bed with me. And he grabbed me.
What? Dad.
I went back into the room and there was no one there. I mean, it had to be a nightmare, right?
I kind of feel helpless because what do we need to do to resolve this?
It didn't feel like a nightmare. It felt real. I don't know. I think I'm going crazy.
She felt that there was a male presence in her room. She definitely felt some sort of thing that shook her to the core.
I was admittedly nervous about going to sleep. And I would wake up in the morning, as usual, when Dennis was getting ready for work. And I would try to stay awake, like keep my eyes open. I'd sit up, I'd look at my phone, I'd do anything until 6 o'clock. That morning was much like any other morning. I was lying in bed and Dennis was getting ready for work, and I heard the footsteps coming into the room. I thought, oh no. I'm thinking, this is not a dream. I know I'm awake.
Dennis, is that you?
Tracy Barrios knows her house is being haunted. She's felt the presence of a female ghost who appears harmless and an aggressive male entity that she believes has attacked her twice in her bedroom.
I felt the feeling of a hand coming over me and pulling me toward it. It definitely felt male. There was no doubt in my mind this was male.
Tracy, are you okay?
It happened again. There's something in here, and it wants to hurt me.
Okay.
I know my wife, when I saw her like that, those emotions are real and those feelings are real.
I believe you. I believe you. We're gonna figure this thing out.
We're not gonna figure this out. We need help.
The thing that scared me most about the second attack was that it was a second attack. That it wasn't just a one-time deal. Was this going to be my life now?
I started to feel more helpless than anything else, knowing that this is beyond anything that I could fix. When Tracy first mentioned bringing in expert help to try and figure out what's going on, I was willing to do or have whoever come in to try and figure this out.
When I go into a case, I know nothing. I know absolutely nothing. I do not know the people involved. I just get in a car and I go.
Hi, come on in.
You must be Tracy. I'm Leslie.
Hi. This is my husband, Dennis, and my daughter, Jordan.
You've definitely got something going on here.
My attention was drawn to the third floor in the ballroom.
It's up here. Yes. This room. I can feel it. There's a lot of energy here. There's a woman here. I feel like she's troubled.
She, to me, felt like she was a woman of privilege. She had grown up as a woman of privilege. I started to get this feeling in my liver area.
Are you okay? What is it?
The presence. I feel like she died of some kind of internal disease.
That must be Miss Sarah Eddy. She was the original owner of this house. She died of liver cancer.
I felt that the female spirit could move things, touch things, put things in different places, manipulate her environment or our environment. It wasn't negative. She wasn't negative. She liked things a certain way, and I think that she liked to keep her house in order.
Mrs. Eddy won't hurt you. She was scared about you moving in and the renovations you were making. She felt you were trying to change her home. That's why she was lashing out.
She knocked down the mirror?
There are spirits who love their house so much that they don't want to leave. I think in this case, that is why Mrs. Eddy is still there.
I felt something too in this room.
That was her. She loved this house. And she knows now you love it too.
This was a grand home, and I feel that Mrs. Eddy liked being associated with it.
So you don't feel anything evil?
No, just Mrs. Eddy.
While I believe that Mrs. Sarah Eddy was not malevolent, I had always believed that, but that one in my bedroom was not good to me. I was frightened that it would continue because I didn't have the help I needed to get rid of it.
As night falls on the Barrios' home, the evil inside remains.
I always fall asleep with my TV on. Suddenly, I felt just like slow, like tugging, like at the bottom of my bed, like my sheets. The tugging was pulling me out of the bed, towards the foot of the bed. I'm just, why can't I move? Why can't I scream out? Why can't I do this? What's going on? Who is in this room with me?
Jordan Barrios and her mother Tracy have both experienced paranormal encounters in their home.
I was scared and needed help. I came running up the stairs, white as a ghost, and they were like, "What's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong?"
There was definite fear in what she was telling me because she was so afraid. And as a mother, how do you protect against something like that?
Knowing that your child is in fear and there's nothing that you can do about it, it's a feeling of helplessness.
Terrified, Tracy reaches out to another psychic medium to investigate the house.
Dennis, they're here.
By the time Tracy had actually found me and got in contact with me, she was pretty desperate to get someone in the home to help her.
Thank you so much for coming.
You're very welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
This is Dennis.
Dennis.
My husband, and Jordan, my daughter.
Hi.
I'm Luann. This is Father Tom.
Hi, Father Tom.
When I come to do investigations, I like to run a small team. On that night, gaining evidence is important to me, but the client's safety and well-being are also very important to me. So we brought the Reverend.
I know you've been having a difficult time. Can you tell us what's been going on?
Jordan and I had had a similar experience, one right after the other, in that house.
Well, we know that there's at least one spirit in this house. It's the ghost of a woman who used to live here long ago, Sarah Eddy. But there's something bigger. There's something in our bedroom. It's attacked me twice.
What do you mean when you say attacked?
It's grabbed me and touched me. I can't move or yell out. I feel like I'm frozen.
What really set off the red flags for me was that something was touching her without permission. Being a woman and being alone in your bed and being touched by something invisible that you can't see, it is terrifying.
Can you take me to your bedroom?
Of course. Come with me.
For this particular investigation, I set it up so that we could investigate during the early part of the night and finish up with the blessings so that it would get done that night.
Father Tom prepares to bless the house, while Luann and Tracy attempt to make contact with the entity in her bedroom.
What's this?
This is an EVP recorder. I'm gonna try to talk to whatever's in this room and see if we can get it to respond.
Okay.
EVP stands for electronic voice phenomenon. That is a ghost voice that we can't explain that is recorded onto an electronic medium.
Is there someone here? I think you were right. There's something in this room. This presence is dark, evil. Definitely not female.
What do you think it could be?
I think it could be an incubus.
What's an incubus?
It's a demon.
An incubus is a male demon that preys upon women when they're most vulnerable in their sleep. This one was smart. It was able to hide itself from the first medium, Leslie.
An incubus basically wants what any negative entity wants. An incubus is just playing the sexual side of this. Because that, especially for a woman, that's very violating.
Why is it here? Why would it come after me?
That's what we're gonna find out.
With this particular entity, it's hard to say where it came from. Did Tracy move into a house that had an entity? It's possible. Did it follow her there? That's also possible. But the thing that's most important in the case is that the person feels safe in their own home.
What side of the bed do you sleep on?
This one.
What are you doing? Trust me.
With an entity or something negative in nature, when I walk in the door, I will feel it crawling on my neck, and it is very unpleasant.
I'm talking to the presence in this room. You are not welcome here. Tracy does not like when you touch her.
That particular spirit really had a very intense feeling.
Did you hear that?
No.
I'm talking to the presence in this room. You are not welcome here. Tracy does not like it when you touch her.
Oh my God.
It answered back immediately that that's too bad for her, Luann.
I felt like I was just stopped dead in my tracks. I knew that there was something, and that was proof that there was. He just sounded like it was his right to do whatever he wanted to do.
You must get Father Tom. We need to cleanse your house immediately.
Hearing the voice changed everything for me. I would have done anything to make him leave.
What we're going to do is we're going to pray to consecrate and bless your house so that this presence will know that is not welcome here. You are not welcome here in the name of Jesus.
He was doing his prayers, and I suddenly felt very ill. I didn't feel well at all.
In the name of Jesus, you are not welcome here. You are not welcome here.
Tracy! Mom! Get a chair for her!
This left me with a feeling of fear, of terror. There's something going on here that we definitely can't explain.
This incubus, it wanted to haunt Tracy, and it wanted to possess Tracy.
Tracy, are you okay? Talk to me.
What's going on?
It's terrifying. Absolutely, in that moment, it's terrifying.
My head. I feel so dizzy.
Maybe we should stop.
No.
You are not welcome here.
Tracy!
We need to stop this. I'm getting her out of here.
No, we need to keep going.
We banish you from this house. You're not welcome in this house any longer. We banish you from this house.
Tracy Berrios is fighting for her life against an evil entity inside her home. It has Tracy in its clutches.
We banish you from this house in the name of Jesus.
Tracy! Tracy!
Mom!
Are you okay?
Mom. What happened? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What happened?
You're safe. Your house is yours again.
For me, I feel like this blessing was very successful. Once it's done, it's almost like you feel like someone opened up a door and let the fresh air in.
I can't believe how different this house feels. Everything is just brighter.
But the house is not entirely free of spirits.
I can still feel the other presence here. The one you call Mrs. Eddy. I can ask her if she wants to cross over.
No. This was her house. She belongs here until she decides to go.
I would never think about having Mrs. Eddy removed from the house. Mrs. Eddy was the matriarch of the house, and the house belonged to her.
Before Luann leaves, she has some advice for Tracy.
I need to warn you about something. Getting these out of your house is a tricky thing. If they can sense an opening, they can come back.
What do you mean? I thought you said it was gone.
It is, but you have to be strong now. This is your house and you have to fight for it.
At the end of an investigation, and especially a negative entity investigation like this, I do give the clients the same advice. I told her if this thing ever came back, to let it know, this is my home, you do not belong here, and you tell it to leave.
You can do this. You're stronger than you think.
No. A little to the right.
Whoa, too far. Back left.
It is a little bit unnerving knowing that this could happen at any time, but I absolutely still love the house as much as I ever have, and I don't think there'll be anything that will ever change that.
There. It's perfect.
There it is. How's it feel?
I like home. Feels like home.
The house, to me, has a life of its own. It doesn't feel like a thing to me. It feels like a living, breathing presence. And couldn't love it anymore.
As for the demon, should it return, Tracy now knows how to keep it at bay.
I remembered what Luann had said to me. You need to get out of my house. Go.